Hi, I'm Shane Rendoff, co-founder and director of MyWitness.
We're here today to talk about the launch of the new app designed with the intention of being a safety device and I guess a deterrent from crime. Tell me what inspired you to be involved with the development of MyWitness safety app.
Well, it actually stemmed from being personally involved in a situation. Myself and my business partner were out late one night in Sydney and came across an incident where a young man was being picked on by a larger group of guys. And we actually went to his assistance and we sort of managed to help the guy while the group ran off. And whilst we were waiting for the police to arrive, by the time the police got there, they had actually asked us what the guys looked like, and we couldn't identify them at all. So that was the actual starting point of the development for this app.
And what are its primary functions? How does it work?
Well, as the name indicates, the whole premise of it is in a lot of incidents where people actually, put into high stress situations, they can't recall information correctly. So the app was designed to record video evidence. So if you actually feel nervous about your safety, or if you do actually stumble across somebody else in a situation whereby you can pull out your phone and actually capture some evidence that, may be helpful in actually solving the crime or at least giving some information to authorities about the situation, that's the premise for the app. So the app records video evidence, audio, GPS locations, and actually sends that information to a safe storage facility in the cloud, so that if something happens to myself or my phone, then we've actually managed to capture the data and keep that for safekeeping.
And how easy is it to use?
Very easy. We've developed it for Android phones and iPhones. The iPhone version is still pending iTunes approval, but we're expecting that in the next few weeks. The Android version has a quick trigger feature attached to it, which allows the user to start the app from standby mode on the phone in less than 2 seconds. And what that actually means is that rather than waking your phone up and then going through the unlocking procedure, the quick trigger actually bypasses that locking procedure so that the app can start recording straight away.
And I guess, is there any danger of accidentally activating it and potentially causing unnecessary concern to loved ones?
There is, but we've actually thought about that. So what we've done is given the user a 30-second countdown before the alerts are sent. If the user does wish to send alerts quicker than the 30 seconds, then they can by all means. But the phone vibrates every 10 seconds, so that the user should know that they've started the alert, and they'll have 30 seconds to cancel it if it is an accidental trigger.
Now, I'm imagining you've timed the launch to coincide with schoolies celebrations around the country, and it is a time where sometimes incidents can occur. What kind of response have you had so far?
We've had a great response. We've actually been in Byron Bay and also on the Gold Coast talking to the kids there, the schoolies participants, and also the managers at the hotels. We've caught up with some mums and dads, spent some time with the guys at Crime Stoppers and Red Frogs and so forth. So overall, I think it's just one part of a bigger solution to keep people safe. But people love the app. They love the idea, and they love the fact that they can carry it on their phone.
And police are sometimes quite uncomfortable with the public filming their activities. Have they had a positive response as well?
Look, we haven't had too much direct involvement with the police, but in saying that, we've had differing responses from various associations state by state. There have been some articles printed in the press where some senior police officers have actually called for people to record evidence on their phones. So, I think that opinion really does differ, person by person, also state by state.
I guess what this does is empower the person or the public to have some kind of autonomy in the information that they capture. Do you remain the owner of that recorded information?
Yeah, absolutely. So we make it a policy that the individual user at all times owns the data that they capture, and are also, therefore responsible for that data as well. So, we encourage all of our users to be aware of privacy laws and to ensure that they are using the app, for the right purposes. But no one will have access to the data they record unless they choose to share it.
At the moment, the app's free, I believe. So if people want to get hold of it now, how do they go about doing that?
They can go to the Google Play Store to download the version for Android. It is free for 7 days, and then it is $1.99 per month. And iPhone users will probably have about a 2-week wait until the app is launched on the iTunes Store.
Well, best of luck with it, Shane Rendorf, co-founder and director of MyWitness.
Thanks, Sarah.